This is a video response to the video on the liberal elite, and this or that, how they betrayed the people they're supposed to represent. Well, I'm a libertarian, kind of American guy, and I saw the title and I was intrigued. I'm interested in other people's takes on things and opinions, and it's a very deceptive title though. So I go and it's the real news. And I've never been to their channel before, never watched any of their videos. I've never come across them, and the real news isn't the real news. It's like the Socialist Journalist Network. It's like you're a bunch of socialists, really. About the labor and both the bottom of the trades labor unions. And you won't do that either way. I was the first to compliment you on your deception. It is top shelf. But that's exactly what it is. It's deception. I mean, without question. I mean, the real news. What you socialists? Title. Intriguing to some people is my viewpoint. When they'll say, "Hey, this some person has something a viewpoint that I might want to use in an argument or something interesting I want to hear, so I can know how to counteract that argument that's worthwhile listening to." And so I go and I test it out, and it turns out you're socialists. And the thing is, you don't even admit it in your video description, but you don't gotta dig too far into the comments below and into listening to the video to find out that's exactly what you are. You're a bunch of socialists. I'm sorry, bro, but first off, you are correct. The liberals have betrayed the people they're supposed to represent, and not so much as in the labor unions. I mean, labor unions crap anyway. The employer should be able to pay a person what he wants to pay them. He will find the advantageous point where he gets the quality of employee he needs at a price that he can afford to pay. But you want to overpay. You have overqualified employees that for work that can be done by a monkey, let's say. And you don't want to have monkeys doing work that's technical and requires computers being put together. You have to find an employee who's capable of doing what you want them to do at a price that you can afford to pay, and the lowest price actually. If you're a business owner, you can make a profit. And any business owner should be allowed to do that, including those employees who have to go out and start their own. So that's just fair. I hear people like you all the time say, well, we use the labor unions, capitalism's broken. Well, we don't live in capitalism. We haven't for the past 150 years, really. Since we really, especially since the Federal Reserve came into play. And also, look at politicians' federal influence. That's the deal. But I wanted to get into a little more. About how they've really betrayed minorities. Really, liberals have betrayed minorities. Follow them like they're God. Minorities follow the liberals. But, though, you can only steal money from other people so long. And this comes back to the whole socialism point. Stealing from the productive, the atlases, if you will, because there are the atlases of the world. Those people who build big companies, who move the food to the source, who built that with their own sheer determination, will, and effort. And if they stopped, if they disappeared, if you ever read Atlas Shrugged, you pricks, Ayn Rand, I bet they're burning your ass to hear that one right now. Ayn Rand, you're probably going like, objectivism, man. And I love the thought that probably burns your eardrums right now. I'm digging it, I'm digging it. But we are the atlases of the world. Those of us who employ people like me. We're the ones who give people jobs, who create. For my own drive and determination. And why should I owe another man more than what I've decided to pay him for a fair wage? And am I entitled to give anything to society that I don't choose to? No, I'm not. Only if I consent. Right now, as I'm American, I no longer consent with my government. We're being abused by it. And the scandals are proof. But this is for you guys who made the video about socialism. Why it will never work. Why your grand idea will always fucking fail and trip on itself, on its own intestines, stepping on its own guts, and fall apart every single time, like it has throughout the history of the world. And whenever you bring this up to these people, you say, well, look at history. Socialism's never worked. Well, we've never actually had real socialism. Don't be a fucking cop-out, motherfucker. You just don't want to call it real socialism, because you know what? You have to admit that it doesn't work. So many different times, something similar to it, communism, fascism, they're all kind of forms of the same shit. Just put together different ways. And you do that because then you can say, well, if it doesn't work out, we can just say that was communism, not socialism. It's a different principle. You see, to why it won't work. Socialism has all these good intentions. And the end result of liberalism and leftism is socialism. It's the byproduct. It is the end result. It's taking it to the furthest extreme where it has to go in the end if that belief system is carried out to its fullest extent. Socialism. And it's the road to hell. And it's paved with intentions. But I always tell socialists and liberals, I can't fault you for believing in what you believe. You know, it means you're a good person. Because you want good things. You want everything to be equal, fair, you know. Liberals, they don't want gun control. They don't want guns to hurt people. You know, it's a good intention. It works. You can't uninvent the fucking gun. And criminals already don't obey laws. Who obeys the laws are the good people. So when people have guns, eventually are the bad people. If you can make an argument against that, and say, well, what's under the supply? It's like, man is a clever being who will always find a way around. It's a drug problem. It's like we're trying to supply at the border. But it's like, you know what? As long as there's a demand, it will be filled in some way, shape, or form. There is no question about that. People want a gun, they will find one, they'll make one. You can make one for fucking $5 at Home Depot. You can make a pipe gun. And you know, get rid of bullets then. Okay, well, you can make a gun that fires a pointed metal projectile. You can make in your own garage in minutes with an air compressor and a solenoid that's for a sprinkler system that fires this thing hard enough